beatbox that sesh for your mic sounding better. Ooh, yep, yeah.
N-A N-A
Glory.
N-A N-A glory N-A N-A glory N-A N-A glory. All right, I gotta give a quick shout out right now because we have not had Douglas on the stream yet getting a Dentabone today. I've been streaming for 6 hours now, 6 hours 14 minutes, and we've had no subscribers, meaning the dog has not had any treats. So if you are thinking about maybe subscribing and giving the dog a Dentabone, now could be a good time to do it.
Framed on your stream, it's so funny.
Yeah, you're frozen there.
But I'm just frozen.
Yeah, Tempest is here. It works, I guess, because it like shows a picture of you. It's better than nothing, I guess. I can remove it.
I'm here in spirit.
You're here in spirit, yes. That's funny. That is funny. So how are you feeling about today? Are you excited, Tempest?
Feeling great. I'm feeling excited. We got the whole new setup. You know, the Skype thing didn't work out, but at least we're watching the same thing together. So I'm not casting some fight that's happening in mid, and you're the camera that's on top lane.
Yeah, we're looking at the same fight.
We're
seeing the same thing. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Now, the teams that are facing tonight, we saw one of them on Wednesday night. They were Team Destroyers, and they are playing tonight against Cute to Win. So how do you find out about this tournament? Where can you see these details? Exclamation mark tournament. There you go. I'm going to click it. And so you guys are seeing what I'm seeing right now. We can go and we can actually see the story of these players. So Cute to Win versus Destroyers. You can see the brackets. You can see their round 1 brackets. You can see who they faced in the group stage as well. If you click in the top, so Destroyers up here, they defeated their opponents on Wednesday, the Resistance, who actually did not even show up to fight. So Destroyers.
Wait, Resistance? Was it WLT that didn't show?
Oh, you're right. WLT. Where's WLT? They're not even in the bracket. Oh, right. That's right. Yeah, WLT. WLT didn't show up. You're right.
Yeah.
It was WLT didn't show up, so Destroyers made it through. And meanwhile, in the quarterfinals, we had Cute to Win. And who did they face? We can find out in the final stage here. Cute to Win beat out Premier Wildcard B. I don't think that's anybody. So it doesn't look like they faced anyone. So yes, I guess the way with the number of teams, there's one team that receives a wild card. So it's Cute to Win. So in that sense, Destroyers and Cute to Win both are coming in without having to have won a quarterfinal, like having to have fought a match in the quarterfinals. Of course, Destroyers played against the viewers. Yeah, which was fun.
They played against us.
Yeah, and they kicked their butts. Shout outs to Tiny Awkward who put up an amazing show. Baby. Yeah. Yeah, Tiny Awkward did phenomenal with his Ishar as well. That was a highlight. He just couldn't die until the end of the game. They finally got him, took him down, got the win.
Yo,
so,
just if you're watching, make a montage of the viewer match.
Yeah, that was good. Make sure it just follows Tiny Awkward for that match where he was Ishar, because that was pretty epic. So let's read about these teams. There's a blog about these teams, actually. And where can we find that blog? Yeah, it's going to be somewhere on here. Where's the blog? Okay, I know there's a blog somewhere. There's actually a lot happening on here. It's very exciting. You got heroes, guides, builds, people. What happens if we click on people? What's going on in here? You can see the captains. Okay, so who are the captains? We have Best Carry is the captain of Cute to Win. Best Carry is actually in here earlier saying hello. So shout outs to you, Best Carry. And meanwhile, on the other team, they are facing Destroyers. Who's the captain on Destroyers? Let me find out. If I go to teams, I can find the captain of the Destroyers team. It doesn't show the captain, and I can't pronounce any of these names anyways. So that's all right. All Conqueror teams, very good players. As we saw, Destroyers, they kicked the viewers' butts. That was phenomenal. They did a great job. What else is there to talk about here? The stats. And I was trying to find the stats. I know Anihi sent it in one of the messages to us, Tempest. Do you know where those stats were? Because I looked through the messages, I couldn't find it.
Okay. Is it in the co-casting group chat?
I scrolled up, I couldn't find it. We are in so many chats for this tournament.
I know, dude.
I can't find the information
right now.
when I'm trying to find the information.
Oh, wait, I found. Wait, you're the one who posted.
I shared it to you, yeah, because it was posted somewhere else, but I can't remember where it was posted.
Give me a hot minute here. I'll
Okay, because we can pull the stats.
In the group chat.
Excellent. So I'm gonna hop into the group chat right now. It's pinned.
Yeah, I pinned it. Yep.
Pinned it. Oh, perfect. Okay, here we go, guys. We're gonna talk about some statistics while the games are being prepared. And now Anihi might actually be starting the game. Oh, I guess not, because he's 2 minutes behind. So here's these statistics that we were talking about. The last time we set these up, you can see the stats view and a couple highlight statistics where that Hayate.
Are we in pick ban phase?
Are we? I don't know. Let me take a peek.
Oh, we are in pick
Oh
ban
my
phase.
goodness.
We
it
are.
came out of nowhere.
All right, so we queue to win versus Destroyers. Do you want to give us a little bit of the background of the teams here, Peter?
Yeah, well, I was hoping to. I was wanting to look at the their statistics. They've both won a lot of games. Destroyers having a bit of an easier route.
For sure.
But queue to win, I feel like they face some of the top contenders in their bracket. I can't pull it up on my other screen here right now because I'm live right now. A little technical things because we're trying a whole new setup, so I apologize, guys. Usually I can pull up that information. I can't at this time. We see the bans going in. Now this is a fancy new setup that Anihi did, where we got picks and bans and hero selection, and it shows all sort of cool things. I have not cast this before. Yeah, bells and whistles. This is fancy. This is like going to a Ferrari dealership and seeing all the fancy cars. Zip being banned. Now Zip is somebody who is very interesting. I was going to talk about his statistics because he was banned or picked 100% of the games. 28 games in the bracket stages of the tournament. 28 games, and Zip was picked or banned 100%. And another interesting statistic, he lost 100% of games that he was drafted on. Isn't that crazy? Lost 100% of those games. So I think that tells us a few things. You have to look at the stats, and looking at those games where he lost, it looks like people were just counterpicking the Zip. So he was always chosen first when he was chosen, and it seems like the opponents on their team would just counterpick the Zip. So they would choose characters such as Annette, who creates a giant ultimate circle that Zip cannot pass through or enter, so he can't save his team. And the second common, most highest picked or chosen character, Tempest, do you remember who that was?
Oh man, wasn't it like Richter or something?
No, Richter was third, but somebody who's in this match right now, the tail of the tournament.
Oh right, how could I forget? It's Hayate.
Hayate, that's correct.
Goodness.
Yeah, and here he is. He was not banned, so he's being picked right away. He has a pretty high win rate in the tournament, but a 96% pick or ban rate with this Hayate. He's a ninja. He's a shuriken. I just got distracted because Caffeine is really big right now. I've never seen her so large in my life. That looks so scary. That gun, look how big it is. Can't believe it. And she's got some science holding it onto her back. She's not even holding up with her hand. She's just kind of making sure it doesn't go anywhere.
It's just there.
That seems like a liability. So we do see Richter. You mentioned Richter, yeah. So he's the third highest picked or banned character. You see him being banned right away. So they cannot choose Richter or Zip this match. But in the subsequent match, next match, they could. Somebody could choose him if he's not banned. So it'll be interesting. This doesn't mean that we will not see Richter at all today. We will not see Zip at all today. They could be in future matches. We're just not seeing them in this game. But there are some characters that we are definitely seeing this game on the blue team that we have not talked about. Cute to win. They have the beautiful Butterfly, who's not being shown right now. Currently you're looking at Mina, but Butterfly has been super buffed lately. Crazy buffed. Everyone's talking about her. She used to be pretty linear. She would just get cooldown resets on kills. If she got a kill, suddenly all her cooldowns would refresh. But now she actually gets shields and she gains passive stacks which refresh her cooldown. So she functions differently, but she's actually quite a bit stronger. Quite a bit stronger. She gets a big shield when she engages with her S1, which is pretty awesome. A few other things that help make it pretty cool.
You know what's like really interesting actually? It's because like Butterfly, like in honor of Kings, right? She got reworked, and then we got the reworked version, but that reworked version was actually Quillen. So we got technically reworked Butterfly in AoV, which happened to be Quillen.
Yeah, that's pretty
so
cool.
it's really interesting that they would rework Butterfly exclusively for AoV. So yeah.
It is nice, yeah, for sure. And they could have just remade the character as Caterpillar, and it's like a young butterfly, or it has different effects. I don't know, but it's cool to see that she is being.
Whoa, the Ultraman! Whoa!
Wow, that's super cool. Am I watching an anime right now, or am I playing Arena of Valor? It's hard to know. Hey, Dark Mage, welcome. Anihi's also in the chat. By the way, guys, we are live in chat right now, so anything that you say in chat, we hear right away, and we can talk about right away as well. So we see Caphony and Omen. So Omen being picked, he's a Hayate counter. Omen's very good against Hayate. And that's the kind of the bad thing about choosing Hayate first. I wonder if we look at the match breakdown, how often Hayate was chosen, how often was Omen chosen on the opponent's team.
Yeah, I'd say it's almost 100%.
Almost 100% unless he gets banned, yeah. So I almost wonder, like, if you choose Hayate, you have to decide, do you ban Richter or do you ban Omen? I guess Richter's more of a threat according to the Destroyers team, so they banned him. We got an official AoV shoutout on the Discord too. That is right, Anihi. I saw that.
Let's go.
So touched. I'm a cry. I saw that earlier too when I was streaming.
Anihi, you deserve it. Let's go.
Absolutely. We're going places. Who is Kylie as the Mina? That's a support. If you guys don't know, I'm Peterpot. I'm a support main, so I mostly play support heroes. So when I see a support player, it catches my attention, especially when their name is Who. Oh, why so Kylie? I thought it said Who is Kylie. Well, why so Kylie? I was going to say, who is Kylie? We're about to find out. But who so Kylie? That's Mina. That's they're playing Mina this game. We got Durak as well with that fancy new skin. It's not showing the skin in the picture, but that skin that he chose for the Durak is really cool.
Nice.
I can't wait to see it on this new overlay. And we might be seeing Omega being chosen as the support on Q2Win. But Omega was just reworked as well. Butterfly was reworked, but Omega actually getting the biggest rework of all. He doesn't look at all anything like he used to.
Yeah, he looks nothing like he used to on release.
Yeah, so I'm sure if he used to date some old robots, if he comes back, they might not even recognize him.
Okay, oh, there he is as we're talking. Look, this man he went to the gym, he took P90X, he's buffed out, he is toned, he's ready for the Antares battlefield.
For sure, and he's got that little scarf on it. It's got to have a fancy name, but it's looking pretty good on him as well. It's like mysterious. What if he was just all this white looking robot, he'd look like an Apple product, but because he's got that cool looking that scarf thing, I don't know, it's like mysterious. He's got that purple thing dangling from him. I wouldn't want to mess with this guy, that's for sure.
Wait, do Destroyers actually pick Crash though? Hold on.
We got 5 seconds. Yeah, we might see Crash. So Crash.
Oh wow, the Crash.
Yeah, crashed into Omega. We haven't really seen that before. I mean, the rework's pretty recent. It was about a month ago that Butterfly and Omega were reworked. So we're seeing ways to cope with that, and how do players adapt? What do they do to counter that? And so, of course, Destroyers have talked about this. Either currently they're talking about it, how do we counter the Omen and the Omega, or they've practiced in the past and have figured out. So I think Crashed is actually a good choice into Butterfly. So the way that Butterfly likes to operate, she likes to go into team fights, and she tries to focus off the squishiest opponents first. So we're seeing actually Mina and Crushed together. That's a very strong counter to a Butterfly pick. What are your thoughts, Tempest? Do I still have you on the line?
Yeah, you still got me.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. What are your thoughts about that?
So the Crush pick is extremely interesting to me, and the way that they also have a Mina, which we're potentially going to see in the Slayer lane, actually. So as far as team comp goes, Destroyers really only have the Crash and the Lubu for their dive. I guess if you want Hayate for dive, that's all right, but he's more kind of a poke run situational kind of alt hero. As far as we go into Q2Win, they've got the Crixie, they've got the Omen, Omega, Caphony, Butterfly. Their team comp is definitely going to surround more around just organized team fights here.
Look at Crixie's wings. That's perfect. She's the perfect character for that launch pad. Looks like she was just carrying the whole team, grabbed him in her arms, and flew into the center of the map, that launch pad, forcing engagements sooner. And it's also great in solo queue because it kind of helps direct your teammates where they need to go. Now, Mina's actually venturing through the jungle here. Omen's holding it down. Now, it's interesting, the Mina in the top lane, kind of having to support in the top lane. That's a big thing right now, actually, in League of Legends. You're seeing a support character called, I forget her name. She's a little Yordle, and she has a pixie friend, and she can't really do much in Slayer lane. Mina's actually a lot more functional in the Slayer lane. Mina's actually pretty good against Omen too. A pretty good Omen counter because Omen, he gains a lot of attack speed when he's attacking, and Mina has a passive that gives her stacks as she takes attacks, and then she's able to use her first skill for free. So it's pretty cool. A pretty good counter to Omen, and it's also going to help in the team fights later to have a supportive type character to help when Butterfly tries to go in. Now, do you think they're going to see a lot of kills this game? What are your thoughts on that?
We might. Destroyers is a very aggressive team. They do like to force team fights. They like to play for picks. Oh, and as we're talking, actually, cute to win. Wow. Going on the offensive
Flicker
on Hayate.
Yeah,
forced
Hayate.
to get out of there.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Hayate didn't flicker there. He still has his flicker available. He actually just used his jump. So that's actually really big. He didn't have to use his flicker. Flicker's on a 120-second cooldown as a summoner spell, meaning that it has a very powerful effect, but an extremely long cooldown. And they have essentially game-breaking effects. You can jump through walls. You can do things that your character never thought he could do. We see Durak as well with the flicker. Durak doesn't have much mobility, but with that flicker, he's able to jump over walls.
Rotation.
Yeah, that's big. They're going to take that wave, and Kendrick's just staying safe under tower. You know, he can't get dove until they get ultimate from his opponents.
Yeah, Durak was doing some great poke on Q to win there. And now this looks like it's going to be a fight for the dragon, as now we have Crash Lubu trying to space off Q to win. Q to win on the dragon. Will they take it? They do. And now we have Caffeine creating some space. Both teams backing off, but Destroyers looking like they're getting a little bit hungry here. Caffeine, great poke on Crash. Uh-oh. Kylie, kind of caught in the middle. That has to flicker out. And now Crash falling super low. Ultimate not ready. He is still level 3.
Yeah, that was actually Hayate's first skill. His S1 uses the little jump out. He still has his flicker saved.
S2 there?
Yeah, I think he's saving it to be able to jump in with his ultimate, maybe his flicker for dire times.
The flicker and S2 look so similar. So.
Yeah, so something to note: Q to win. They're roaming for objectives.
Oh,
so,
whoa! Q to win with the aggression.
That's huge. Yeah, Butterfly went in there. It was a fantastic Butterfly skin with those wings. They're able to get a tower too. They're making quick work of this team right now.
Oh, Crash with the ultimate.
Yeah, that's huge. Lubu's coming in as well. Lubu's able to get some crowd control as well. Looks like the game's kind of frozen right here.
Yep.
Just a pause, just a time to think. Give us time to think. Oh, huge from Destroyers, able to clean up that fight.
Yeah, it looks like Grunt was the only one falling there, so not too bad for Q to win, but it does put them in a slightly bad position for bottom here.
Definitely, gold is tied. There's a huge pickup.
Is going to invade.
Losing that bottom tower, like you said, that's actually a really big deal. The first tower going down, it opens up your lanes. It opens up the map for your opponents. You do not have the visibility there. You aren't able to push the bottom tower as safely. If Hayate wants to go get that bottom tower, he's going to have vision on the opponents, know where they are to know if that's even safe. But Hayate wants team fights, and we might be seeing one in the center of the map right now.
He's getting absolutely melted. Chrissy pops the ultimate. Oh, Kevin, he's putting out so much damage. Oh, Hayate is caught in the middle, unable to finish it off, and he gets cleaned up himself. Q to win, taking a clean double kill. Omega now chasing into the enemy red side jungle. Iraq, can he make it out alive? Gets pulled in by Omen. Can Omen clean it up? He's been taking hits, but he's not taking tons of damage. He is going to get out. Another pull in. He's going to have his passive, so he should be able to make it out alive. Renchan might have gotten greedy. No, never mind.
That's impressive play by the Durak. They're able to make it out alive. That's blowing my mind. That's really hard to do that with Durak, to chain his CC when you have that pressure on you, when you have two very strong opponents, when you're playing for $300. But he did a fantastic job of not letting it get to him. He was able to make it out there safely. That's huge. That would have been a major loss for his team if he died there.
Nice little sentinel take from Lubu here. Sentinel gives some great gold, good HP regen, movement speed, you know, always nice to take.
The movement speed is huge for roaming junglers. So they're able to get ganks in, they're able to farm faster, do all the things that they need to do. We're seeing Omen now. He's in the bottom lane. He's going to push. So the Destroyers will see this. They'll see Omen in the bottom lane, and they're going to say, okay, now's our opportunity to try to make something happen. But Cute to win playing safely, knowing that that is a potential risk. We see Hayate actually jumping on the Omen a little bit, now clearing the way.
Big fight about to break out in mid. Omen poking out the crash. Dirac spacing off Cute to win. Cute to win gathering up. He's going to make the first move.
Yeah.
We got some great poke coming in from Crixie. Lubu making the first move. And now we have a full-on team fight happening here in the mid. Dirac pops the ultimate. Has he wasted it? Yeah, slightly. He's only forced to do auto attacks right there. As Cute to win, recognizing the situation, immediately backing out right there.
Yeah, Destroyers is a very defensive team. They aren't going to be as great at getting those dives, I think, as they'd like to be. As you can see, Cute to win is able to leave. If worst case scenario, Omega can zone people out. Omen could drop an ult. They could run whatever they need to do. So as you saw right there, Dirac having trouble.
Destroyers is known for being the aggressive team, so it's so impressive that Cute to win is actually being the aggressors here.
Yeah, and I think that Dirac in particular can't really jump in there. He needs his front line. We see a big Omen and Mina right now, and Omega and Mina were just duking it out a little bit there. Up top, we see a fight potentially breaking out in the mid lane right now. Are they just going to clear lane and be safe? Look how deep Butterfly and Omen are right now.
Yeah.
That's all because the bottom tower is gone. That's how big of a deal it is. Not only does it open up the map for your opponents visually, they can just come in and engage your jungle.
Oh, Lubu going in. Can he do much? Oh, this is a 5v2. They're going to get absolutely melted. Crash pops the ultimate. Dirac pops his off. Doing so much damage. Oh, the laser.
That was a good ultimate from Crash, getting that engage going, and then Dirac cleaning it up with the laser. That was huge. Cute to win's doing a counter push.
Look how far Caffney's pushing in top right now.
Ooh, a big ultimate here from Omega, zoning out the opponents, protecting his tower, and Caffney's running away. She's pretty fast. She's kiting the Lubu. Lubu getting the knockup. Is it going to be enough? Lubu's knockup not quite enough. This Caffney doing very well. 113, 4.6k gold as compared to Lubu's. It's disappeared now. I can't tell you, but she's definitely farming quite well. They're putting her in lanes. You'll notice as soon as the tower goes down, they put her in a different lane. I imagine we might see her in the mid lane after this Slayer. So this is actually big. The Slayer's huge right now for them. They've taken 2 towers. Cute to win's taken 2 towers. They want to take the middle tower. Are they going to drop Slayer mid, or are they going to drop it in the lane? Looks like they're bringing it to the mid lane right now. Omen actually is pushing the bottom lane right now. They need to answer this. Destroyers need to answer this. Omen is known for taking towers so quickly. Looks like we're seeing a full team rotation in the blue team's jungle.
A bit of an Abyssal Dragon take. Okay, as both teams' macros are kind of... Oh, never mind. As I was about to say, they're about to calm down. Another huge team fight breaking out by Dragon. Crash popped the ultimate. He's trying to create some space for his team. Everyone is pushing in on each other. And now Crash going in. We got the Crixie ultimate. Caffney doing tons of damage. Can they die, though?
Wow. The Caffney damage right now is so huge. Oh, who's that? Who that went in? Butterfly. Butterfly right now just going crazy. That was really good. Like, just the engaging. Oftentimes people with Butterfly, they'll want to just get in the action because that's what Butterfly is really good to do. But she's an assassin. So saving your time and jumping in just for a kill, like she did there, so meticulous, so carefully weighed, and how she went in was just fantastic. Very well played. This is looking bad for the Destroyers here. Slayer's coming in. It's a big dragon floating down in the center of the map. They're able to clean that up. That's really big, but they're behind on gold. They're behind on towers. They aren't as far behind on kills as you would think. There's actually a surprisingly low number of kills considering how strong both of these teams are and the kill potential that these heroes have. Now, I'm curious to see how Hayate is doing for kills, because Hayate and Dirac are both the DPS sources for this team. So I look forward to seeing their scores there, because I'm sure they're both.
I just want to mention, like, the reason why Cute to win is actually winning. Like, the turning point of this game was really when Destroyers took a 5v2 in the bottom lane, and Caffeine was just free to take towers in mid and top.
Yeah, and I would even say when they lost that bottom tower for Destroyers, that was a big blow to them. That was really tough. And at the high level of games, you'll actually see pros when professionals commentate games and stuff. They can isolate certain moments. So it's like early on in the game, this could have lost the game. Huge bush camp right there. Did you see that hiding?
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
And now
it was too late.
Dirac is ultimate. Everyone's ultimate is on the field. Huge Dirac.
Oh, the Dirac laser.
Damage. All right, this puts Destroyers in a really good position to maybe take mid. Looks like Q to win is holding onto it for dear life. Okay, so instead of pushing mid, they are gonna go for Dragon, try to catch up in some of that gold right there.
That's huge. So Dragon gives gold to the entire team. It looks like it just jumped up 1,000k. So everybody on the team gets about 200 gold. It looks like. So that's pretty good for them. We can see the scores right now. Yeah, Hayate underperforming. He needs to be getting more kills, more gold. I was surprised to see it that low. That's good. He's up top and he's farming. Now it's hard for him, right? Because Omen's such a strong counter to him. Because he can't really just go in the lane. He can't go in the bot lane right now. Omen will just kill him. Omen will ult Hayate and kill Hayate. So that's a really strong counter.
Another huge team fight right about to break out. This could lead to a Slayer take, depending on what happens.
It could, yeah.
Okay,
Omen's not in that fight.
Q2Win backing out there, though.
Yeah, Q2Win playing very smart.
Looks like we have a little bit of scrimmage up here in the top. Oh, lag.
Yeah, we're going to see right there. Mina goes down immediately.
All right, Crash falling low, even though he's in his ultimate. He's getting absolutely melted by this Caffeine right now.
Hayate getting some good poke in here, but I think Lubu might make it out alive. That's huge. Good job, Lubu, right there. Making it back to the base. Him not dying is fantastic. The cooldown timers when you die are so long. It's like 30 seconds. You see Mina's gone.
Slayer take happening right now.
Yeah, it's a free Slayer for sure for them. Able to clean that up. No problem. No worries. Now, yeah, the Omen being in the bot lane there, he was pushing, and so Q2Win knew they couldn't take on a fight until Omen
might be in trouble here. Oh wait, no, his team's coming.
That's a 4v1 on Omen.
Yeah, it's gonna get
the
out
S2
of there
on Omen,
free.
giving him flat damage reduction. It's a massive, as you can see there, timing it perfectly there to be able to make it out. Yeah, and that Slayer take is going to be really good for Q2, and not only does it give them gold, it's going to give them the dragon.
Probably going to drop it bottom here and then go for a mid push, honestly. That's my prediction on where they're going to drop it.
Yeah, it could also be top because they have Omen pushing the bottom lane. They can really split the opponent's team, and they've been doing that so well this game. That fight that they didn't take because Omen was in the bot, they kind of backed out. They were just waiting for the correct positioning. They were just waiting for the right time, as you saw. They didn't take the big fight with all of Destroyers there. They waited, and then they went in and they took off the Mina. They picked her off up top. From there, it all started falling apart for Destroyers in that team fight.
We do have a Drake drop top, as you said, and now Q2Win going for the Abyssal Dragon.
Yeah, dropping that Dragon top allows them to...
Now.
Yeah, it gives them that time to go and get that Drake for essentially free, because if Destroyers go to take the Dragon, they're going to lose a lot more in the top lane. Their opponents can just go up there, escort the Dragon, or they can go in the bottom lane. So, a great placement of the Dragon. The
camping in the
Slayer Dragon and taking the Abyssal. Well, this is a huge fight. Yeah, you see they disengage very well, both teams.
Yep.
They're trying to bait each other's ultimates out, essentially. If you can get Direct to use his ultimate and then you don't take the fight, then in 10 seconds when you go into fight, he's not going to have that ultimate. You're probably going to win that fight.
Especially
huge knock-up from Lubu.
Are going to be huge.
Definitely.
For to win in the final fight.
Both, all sorts of ultimates. Even Hayate's ult. Now Hayate saves his ultimate for very late in the fights. I've been noticing. We're going to see if he continues to do that. Omen and Butterfly going to push that bottom tower. This is a huge play here. Destroyers, what do? Do they go and counter that?
They're holding on.
Top lane down?
We got the Crixie ult now. It looks like it's slightly wasted, but
yes, look at that disengage right there. What exactly as I was talking about? They baited the direct
ult. Is now on the field, and
but
now
the
we're
laser?
waiting for the Crush has now popped its ult, and now we have a huge fight starting to break out here, and Crixie coming around for the support on the side, doing tons of damage. Crixie cleans up Hayate, and look at Q2Win pushing it on the enemy core, and this is going to be a clean GG, clean team ace for Q2Win. All they have to do is clear the bottom wave, take that tower, and this is GG game win for them.
It's exactly what I was talking about there. They baited the Durac ult. Durac used his ult, and so he didn't have it at the core. At that final fight at the core, if Durac had his ultimate, he would have blocked all those projectiles from Caffeine. It would have been crazy. He would have blocked Crixie's S1 ability, which is a ton of damage. But he didn't have his ultimate because he used it to defend the bottom tower. Q2Win knew that they had to play around that. They did it so well. That was amazing. Amazing. Very, very well played. How are you guys feeling, chat? What did you guys think of that? Did you have fun?
That was a great game.
So we got 30 seconds on the battle stats screen, so let's talk about this quickly. MVPs on Q to win, we have Omen, 11.3. I'd say for sure that was MVP. That was the MVP of the draft because he just completely shut down Hayate. Hayate was a zero factor in that match, essentially, because of the Omen pick and how the Omen played. Very, very good draft there. And Durak, 7.6 MVP, his score. He had a lot of crowd control, doing a lot of stun. I think that was really cool how he was able to live when the enemy team came in onto him in that jungle, up in that top lane. Look at those damage dealt stats. You want to talk us through this screen here, Tempest?
Yeah. So best carry coming in here with the 35% damage for the Crixie. That's absolutely crazy. Like getting more than the actual AD carry in jungle itself. That just shows the prowess of how well placed some of those S2s and knockups were. Getting crazy nice area around. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crazy nice
for
area.
Sure.
AoE.
She's so good for disengaging as well. Her ultimate, her passive gives her movement speed whenever she casts a spell. So that's all she does is she sits there and she casts spells. She's a fairy. She's a pixie. She's magical. Now, her ultimate as well, it damages as she's running away, damages opponents. So it just gives her excellent disengage. Her S2 knocks up the opponents as they're trying to chase. It's just a really good composition. That team draft was really good. And meanwhile, Kendrick as well doing 25.3% damage. Poking away, getting lasers, kiting. You saw that Caphane versus the Lubu in the top lane. Lubu got the knockup. Still wasn't enough to get the Caphane. So played very well by the blue team. And I think the red team just got counter picked. Like I feel that the blue team knew how to beat Hayate. And that's kind of what we've seen. It's also when we see Teamy picked as well. We see teams kind of prepare to face these very meta picks. You know, if Hayate wasn't Hayate and it was, say, Brunhilde, like a very uncommonly played marksman, we may not have seen Omen. Like, I wonder what the response is to that. It makes me intrigued. What will we be seeing next game? I don't know. I am excited to find out. So we are looking at the video now coming up.
Yep, the promo vid.
The promo vid. Ooh, Anihi and the team making this look really good. Read up on your team, blogs.naglory.fans. That's where you can read about the teams that are playing today. We need to do a prediction. We have not done a prediction. Who is going to win the next game?
The next game?
Yeah.
Oh, what of this set? So Destroyers ordered IQ to win?
Exactly. I'm going to do a prediction so the viewers can actually vote. That's what I'm going to do right here.
Here, how do I put it? So, I think what really lost Destroyers their game would be lack of vision. Actually, mid to late game. What happened is Destroyers ended up. They are an aggressive team, so like I said, they like taking team fights. They like engaging in those fights. But it actually reduced the amount of vision that they could get in the top lane. And I feel like the turning point was what happened was Destroyers ended up taking a 5v2 in the enemy jungle as Caphane decided to just push top. Like Q2's Caphane just decided to push top and got them 3 towers and 3 gold essentially.
Yeah, and even, those are excellent points. At the very start of the game, we saw Q to win. Their rotations were very specific. They were for the objectives. They got the Spirit Sentinel first, then they rotated as a team and got the Dragon. Then from there, they got the tower. Whereas it looked like Destroyers, they were staying as a team, as you mentioned. They were roaming. At least 3 of them were roaming, but they weren't as intentional. They weren't going for objectives. They were just going for the waves. So they traded the bottom wave. The 3 of them rotated for that bottom wave of minions. Meanwhile, their opponents were able to go and get the Spirit Sentinel. And Caphane was still in the bottom. She was still able to get that bottom wave. You know, they didn't need to have 3 people going for that wave. So if I was them, I would say, okay, you know what? We need to contest these objectives a lot better early on specifically, because in games, in a MOBA game specifically, there's something called a snowball effect. And it's the concept that, say, 200 gold at the start of the game is worth far more than 200 gold 15 minutes into the match, because that 200 gold will help you get kills. It'll help you buy equipment that will help you to do more damage throughout the course of the match. It kind of creates a snowball effect. So I think that the team there, Cute to Win, was able to create a snowball effect by focusing on those objectives that they were roaming to together. And it's easy for us to see because we're casters. We can see the whole map. We can see the whole game.
Yeah.
I don't know if Destroyers would recognize that unless they were to watch the match back. But if they're listening, that could be a tip for them. So I'm creating this prediction here. Who will win game 2? And you can vote with your channel points. We got the draft happening right now. Okay, the prediction started.
I guess the top things have yet to update. Q2 is currently on the right side and Destroyers is on the left side, just a heads up.
Yes, good point. Yeah.
The banners haven't updated just quite yet.
I can't do that. I can't change that. So that's on the this new system. Mr. Anihi is going to be having to change that, but he's a busy guy. I was going to say I think we're going to see Hayate banned in this game. Hayate is kind of a bit of a curse because if he's not banned, somebody always picks him, but then they can also counterpick him. Yeah, he can be counterpicked as well. So we're seeing the team that played Hayate ban him this game. They don't really want to try to play that game. I think they know that their opponents know how to play around and with Hayate, so they're trying to maybe just make him a zero factor. So we don't see Ignis banned.
Okay, there we
yet.
go. The banners have been updated
Nice.
now. So yeah, Q2 on the right side. Game 1, go into them, and Destroyers now on left. We do have the Zip Caffany ban coming in from Q2. Bans make complete sense. Both those heroes are extremely strong in the current meta right now.
Now we haven't seen Ignis banned. I wonder if we might be seeing Ignis played. The top players, these very good players, love using Ignis or Teamy as well. Now Ignis has a lot of crowd control. I wonder if we'll be seeing him. We might be seeing Durak again. Who knows? Hey, we got Lord of Thy Rings. Very cool HUD. Thank you, Lord of Thy Rings. This is created by Anihi and the team.
Yep, Anihi Chewy, I believe, also made a HUD, right? Or was it just Anihi who made the HUD?
I'm not sure. Yeah, Anihi's kind of a tech guy.
Yeah, he does all the coding for a lot of the stuff in this tournament, so.
Now, do you remember?
A very busy guy.
Do you remember when we saw Q2 play this Ignis? And they were against, I feel like, Ready to Lose, or they were against somebody.
It was Anihi's team.
It was Anihi's team.
Where they rushed down 5-on-1, and then
yeah.
And then what happened, right? An Ignis
1v5
the whole enemy team level 1
at the start of the game. At the start of the game,
got a quad kill.
It was crazy. It was unreal, and so that's why I was suspecting we might see an Ignis. I'm shocked that Destroyers didn't ban Ignis. That would be 100% ban for me, knowing that Q2 has a very good Ignis player, and Ignis is just so strong. But banning Richter and Hayate, those are not bad bans by any means. Very good bans to have.
Not at all.
But I know I'm going to be keeping my eye on this Ignis to see if he does as well as he did before, and I'm sure Destroyers will have some answer for the Ignis. Of course, Ignis is being chosen first. Now, because Teamy was chosen, that means we likely won't be seeing Chognar. Now, Chognar is pretty good against Ignis's crowd control, or crowd control in general. He can cleanse the whole team, and he can cleanse himself, Chognar being that fantastic elephant that everybody loves. He has a hazmat suit. Even before COVID was a thing, he was ready. He was prepared for the pandemic. We see Wisp chosen.
About his steampunk skin?
He has that like biohazard suit. Yeah, before COVID was cool, he was ready. He was prepared. And we see Wisp being chosen.
Off meta 80 carry happening right now with the
This is what I was talking about last match. Yeah, like you might see off meta carries because your opponents might not know exactly how best to counter them. So Wisp has an ultimate that has a very long range. She can be far from it, and it drops just a big circle of bombs falling from the sky.
She's kind of like Misfortune.
Exactly.
League of Legends.
Yeah, very much like Misfortune. Yeah, she gets movement speed, and she drops little bombs like Ziggs does in League of Legends, little bombs on the ground. That's when she dies. It's one of the worst passives in the game, and if you're a Wisp fan out there, you probably at some point in your life have petitioned the company to change Wisp's passive. Tencent is the developer, and maybe if you're a Wisp man, you've written them a few letters saying, please change this passive. It's horrible.
Please change it. It's so bad.
Yeah, essentially.
Don't be that guy who dies to Wisp passive, okay?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah, it's very strong. We're going to see Omen banned? Potentially. Now, Omen's a very strong character, of course, so he's not a bad ban, but he's typically chosen as a counter pick. Like, he's a good counter to, say, Florentino or Hayate, as we saw in the last game. He's strong against a lot of Slayer laners, but he's also countered as well. You can definitely counter Omen, but he was banned, it looks like, yes. Yeah, because now Lorian's team is deciding who to ban. They actually aren't hovering anybody. Looks like Yorn. Interesting. I have to say that's the first Yorn ban this tournament.
Interesting. Yeah,
I
very
cannot
interesting
recall
that we would see a Yorn ban.
Yeah.
Yorn's a very interesting AD carry. He doesn't have movement. He does. Does he still do true damage in this patch?
Yes, he does true damage. Yeah, his passive does true damage, and they nerfed the ability of it to crit. Although they nerfed kind of all marksmen receive that crit nerf. Yeah, so actually that affected Caffeine quite strongly. She used her charged S2.
Max ban. Yo, wait. What?
That's really interesting.
That's
why
a
would
weird
they ban
ban.
Max? So Max is chosen for his.
Great.
No, he's not a common character at all. It's definitely the first Max ban. We haven't seen Max at all in this tournament, actually.
No.
So Max, he has healing reduction built in. That is his passive. He reduces opponents' healing by 50%. So he's a counter pick to a healing type hero. So Ada,
I guess like if they got Chi, right? So maybe they're like, okay, we should ban Max so he doesn't counter Chi or something.
Yeah,
but I just
that's fair. Yeah, though there are I feel like there's more meta Slayer lane heroes that you would ban over Max, but Richter's banned. He's kind of the main one. Florentino's still available, but you have Mina who's decent against Florentino as well. So it'll be interesting to see. Max is so good. Dark Gaming saying in the chat.
I'm pretty sure Dark could make Max like god tier.
Yeah, I remember when Volcath came out and people just weren't playing Volcath that much, and Dark 69 Gaming was posting so many amazing highlights of Volcath. Such a pleasure to watch. By the way, check out our Discord, ! Discord.
Are we going to see the first Bright of the tournament actually in play?
We might
the
be.
newest hero added into AoV, Marksman Warrior combo. He has like this super interesting passive to where he does sword attacks up close, but does AD carry type of attacks from long range.
Yeah, and his first skill, it's a skill shot, but it also gives him a dodge. It's actually it's really cool. Gives him a lot of kiting, and he's very flashy and really fun to watch. His ultimate kind of buffers health, so any damage that he takes from a hero, he will not take that damage. Like, he'll just recover all that damage if he kills them. It's pretty crazy. He's actually very strong, very versatile. But we're gonna see Kira. Now Kira is apparently the strongest jungler right now, according to Doizer's tier list in Vietnam and in kind of the Asian countries where Doizer is from. Very powerful jungler. She can just do everything. We saw her on Wednesday night. Destroyers played her, and we see Destroyers actually playing her again. Yeah, so she can go through walls. She can jump as well. She kind of goes invisible as she goes through walls. It's just crazy. She can do it all. She's very, very powerful. She's an AP, so she does ability power. We also see Lorian. So we see Lorian, Teamy, and Kira, all AP heroes. So I imagine on Cute to win, they'll want to build their Gilded Greaves. So that's a boot that gives you magic resistance, and it also gives you tenacity if you play League of Legends is the term, or resistance is what they call it. So a crowd control effect. It reduces the amount of time that you're crowd controlled. So if you get stunned and you have Gilded Greaves, you take a 25%. I can't remember the exact number. You take less duration being stunned.
10 seconds.
Now, I just want to point out, we see Q to win actually picking Dextra, and I think that's actually really, really smart. So we see Lorian, Kira, Wisp. Those heroes all do like great AoE, but what happens if you put Dextra in that with her ability to heal all the damage she receives?
That's true. Dextra seems like a good counter to Lorian in that sense. I never really thought of it that way. This music is epic though. This is amazing. Guys, this is the win and in. If Destroyers wins this, if Q2Win wins this, they're in the finals. The finals for the $300. Right? Destroyers needs to get a win so they can force a game 3 here. Or else they're out. They'll be out of the tournament. They'll have to play in the bronze match. You don't want to come all this way and then end up in bronze, so they're going to be doing their best. Yeah, no, for sure. So Lorien, his ultimate has a big knock-up. It's a really good engage or disengage option. I don't think we'll be seeing a fight here. I think they're just poking. Of course, Ignis wants a fight. Now, if Destroyers is you know, if they have played against Ignis enough, they know they don't want to jump onto an Ignis. That's just bad news.
Who do you think Teamy's going to be following? Because Destroyers likes being aggressive, so obviously they're going to go for the Teamy, the hero who can get his team a ton of farm. But as I said previously before, Destroyers lost because of their lack of vision. So is Teamy really the right choice in this situation?
I know. I feel as though they chose Teamy just because he's so strong. Like he is very strong, but as we've talked about every time we've seen Teamy, he has trade-offs, right? If you're giving your team the passive gold, you're not getting the vision. If you're getting the vision, you're not giving the passive gold. So I think he's going more for the vision player right now. He hasn't been with the jungler yet. Kira doesn't really need that babysitting because she's so safe in the jungle to run around, and she actually lost 2 of her red side jungle minions. That's actually really big pickups there by Q to win. No, we see support Mina.
Both Kira and Lorraine running the Arctic order.
We saw Mina in the Slayer lane last game. This game we're seeing Mina as the support, so a very versatile character to be played at this highest level in 2 different roles in back-to-back games is definitely a testament. We see a lot of lifesteal there from Lorien on the Ignis, but Ignis gains shields.
Bush camping right now? Oh, Kira!
Oh, that's huge by Kira.
Ignis taking tons of damage. Will she be able to clean him up? She might have the punish right now, but Ignis getting his CC in there, stuffing Kira.
Ignis is so difficult to gank. His stun and he gains shields as well off of his abilities. They just give him shields. It's crazy. But this is actually really huge for Destroyers by forcing the Ignis to have to back. They're able to get this dragon. That's actually a huge play. They didn't have to kill the Ignis. They just needed to do enough damage to force him back. And that gave him the free dragon. That was actually very well played. We see the gold is even. The Spirit Sentinel right now has been... Oh, big fight.
They forced the Teamy back off, which cut him off from the AD carry he was trying to protect. Teamy did pop the ultimate to res himself, it looked like, but it doesn't really matter. That was a 4v1 down there. Gets the clean kill.
That's a 4v2, yeah, for sure. 4v2 onto them. So Destroyers needs to force something when that happens, when they lose their fight. So Yenna is getting some farm, but we see another big fight here. Lorien getting that ultimate out, and it looks like Dexter using her ultimate exactly like you said. Anytime Lorien tries to engage with his ultimate, Dexter just goes in and uses her ultimate. It's a really good counter, as you mentioned, and I hadn't really thought of it as a counter to Lorien, but I'm sure that this team has played and prepared, and Q2 Win was like, you know what, if they choose Lorien, he's one of the best mages right now. He's top 2 in the mid lane. Here's the big Lorien ult right there, the knock up on Ignis, buying them some time. Unfortunately, it was only the Ignis.
Trouble for Destroyers right now. This is a huge fight coming from Q2 Win. Collapsing on them. Kira barely able to make it out. Oh, she gets cleaned up by Best Carry.
The Ignis is great. He's so good. That whole fight was predicated on the Mina's ultimate. She landed the hook. She got 3 of them pulled into her ultimate, and that was huge. That just allows her team, particularly the Ignis, to just do a ton of damage. That's a big kill from Dextra right there. That's a huge kill on there, taking the Slayer lane hero out of the game right there from Dextra. Excellent job from her. Now Dextra's the jungler, so to be up there and taking out the Yenna means that she's rotating pretty well, and I'm interested to see the farm levels. I wonder what their gold is at. Oh, big fight right here.
Wisp forced to pop the ultimate, cancels it slightly early.
Yeah.
Ryan backing out. Teamy trying to provide some support for his team.
They're gonna lose some jungle, it seems.
Okay, fight for the red, maybe. Oh,
could be. Dextra's ult is ready.
And Dextra is ready. She is healing it up. Completely disengaging Destroyers right there.
Now this is the way Dextra should be played, honestly. Like, I've played her and I felt that she's underwhelming because teams can just disengage when you use your ultimate. But the way that he's playing Dextra is so cool. Like you said, Lorien's forcing a fight with his ultimate. Dextra just uses hers. The fight's not going to happen.
Yeah. She forces the enemy team.
Yeah, either the fight's not going to happen or they're gonna have a big advantage. So just as you saw there, she used her ultimate to totally disengage the whole fight. The opponents can't go in.
Smart,
yeah, the opponents can't go in when Dextra's ulting like that. This is a big fight in the jungle right here. Red buff goes down.
Gonna get caught in the middle here. Oh, huge fight. Destroyers' health is falling so low right now.
Violet getting some good poke.
Yeah, he is falling super low. He needs to go back.
Yeah, he's gonna go heal. He's holding in a fart, which gives him some extra speed. You can see the sweat dripping down his forehead. Now, Violet was doing a lot of poke damage there. That's really big, getting that poke damage while her front line is is taking the hits. That's very well played. Now Dextra is running down. Dextra is a very new hero too. She came out just before Bright, so this is our first tournament game, I believe, that I've casted that we've seen Dextra being played, if I recall correctly, because she wasn't played before Christmas time. She wasn't allowed to. And there's a big turret dive right now. Lorien using his ult. Oh, the Arctic Orb. That's huge right there.
Kira saved, that Arctic Orb saved Kira right there.
Yeah, that was massive. Yeah, and Dextra still has her ultimate. She didn't even use it in that fight, oddly enough. Yeah, Teamy's ultimate is still on cooldown, so they don't want to fight. Yeah, you can see they're actually backing out there. They may have wanted to fight, I think, if Teamy's ultimate's up. Now Teamy's ult is ready. I think they're prepping to take a fight.
Ooh, Dextra going in. Teamy has to back out.
Yeah, look at that patience on Dextra's ultimate. I feel like at this level of gameplay, it's so much about baiting your opponent's ultimates and playing around those ultimates.
You want to put them in ultimate disadvantage.
Yeah,
right.
That is what lost Destroyers the game. At the end of the game, like, there's many factors, but that final fight, it was lost because Durak used his ultimate in the bottom lane, didn't have it for that big fight at the core that happened about 10 seconds afterwards. So,
ooh,
yeah, Yenna going in.
Right now, Yenna is able to clean it up, and now we have a huge fight coming here in mid. We got, great ultimate coming in from Dextra right there, healing it all back up.
That was amazing.
Teamy going to back out. Oh, yeah. Kira, as we were talking, is going to try to take top. Is able to get it, maybe? No, she isn't. Violet, great poke.
Yeah, wow, the tower lives with 300 health. That's really difficult at this level. Oh, she's going to still fight it. She's going in. She knows Dextra doesn't have the ultimate.
With the levitation.
Yeah, Mina's quite low. They know Dextra doesn't have ultimate. They also know she's not in that fight. So.
We do have a tower take in mid. Sneaky tower take. Lack of vision coming in from the Destroyers right there.
Yeah.
As they got distracted by the top fight over there.
Yeah, so the macro element of the game, it's so huge, and it's what really differentiates a mid-level player to a high-level player. It's if you're Masters and you want to be Conqueror, you need to watch the way that these players play. Kira going top lane to push that tower. It's a tough decision. Do you go to the fight in the mid or do you push the tower? She went top and
about to break out. Look,
yeah.
She's winner being so aggressive right now. They know they can do it because they have the Dextra ult to just force a ultimate disadvantage from Destroyers here.
So Dextra doesn't have her ultimate right now, so if I'm Team Destroyers, I want to try to make something happen. I wonder if they're counting down the cooldowns on skills such as the ult. I know in League of Legends you're typing on a keyboard. It's easy to just quickly type on the keyboard and say the timestamps, but in this sort of game it's a lot harder to do that. It's usually the support's job to monitor the summoner spell cooldowns or even the ultimate cooldowns, but in a mobile MOBA, games move so quick that it's hard to keep track of the ultimates. Chances are, if it's been 20 seconds, their ultimate's probably up. Dextra hopping in on Yenna in the bottom lane. Yenna able to make it out.
Able to get out though. Ooh, best carry. Ignis falling super low. Kira wanted it, but
Kira wants it really bad. Now we see Chi all alone in the middle. Are they going to be able to collapse on her? The reason why they can't. You know why they couldn't collapse there? Because they didn't know where all the opponents were. They didn't have vision. If they had known Chi, like, we could look and we could say, oh man, she's all alone. But you could see the hesitancy. Lorien didn't really want to dive in because he didn't know where all the opponents were.
Yeah,
he could be going to his death.
She was baiting or not. You're right.
Exactly.
Now we have a Slayer take from Q to win, and just wow, the actual like map control and the individual macro of each player on Q to win is absolutely phenomenal today. You can tell they're on their A game.
Yeah,
right
they want that money. You know it for sure with how they're playing, how they're communicating, their rotations. They're excellent. So Yenna's able to push this bottom lane. She could even kill the tower if they have enough vision on the opponents. Yeah, which they do. So you can see that mid lane's giving them the vision.
Is in trouble. Dextra is pounding on Yenna. Yenna ends up falling.
Yenna trading herself for the tower. It does give them the first tower, and towers are usually a little more important than kills unless something crazy is happening and you need that person alive.
Looks like Q to win is gathering for a huge fight in mid.
Yeah, look, they can choose the dragon. Dragon's free for them, but they're actually making a far more aggressive play because they have the Slayer in their pocket.
Oh wait, they took Slayer since when?
Yeah, they took it a little bit earlier. Yeah, they took that Slayer in the top lane earlier. Yeah, Kira's not in this fight.
1 second, but
Yenna's coming.
Okay.
Oh, that Lorien using his skill.
Wait, Kira, look at Kira. She's an absolute lunatic. She's pushing mid right now.
Oh, yeah,
whole
Yenna
team
getting
is
that.
fighting in bottom.
Getting that Dextra. Did you see that? Yenna cleared that
Dextra. Second
Dextra.
tower? She does. And now, Q to win is now forced to back up. They're forced to go after this Kira. But as we're talking now, Destroyers is taking the time to collapse on Q to win. Oh, this is going to be huge for Q to win right now.
That was a massive Lorien ult here. And that Kira, this is the macro play that I'm talking about. The jungler has to decide, do you go to those fights or do you push the wave? Do you push the towers? That's exactly what she did, and they're turning this around. Look at the gold lead now for Destroyers. Team Destroyers turning this around.
This is really good for Destroyers.
This is amazing. I can't believe that they turned this around as much as they have. That was a phenomenal play by Kira, choosing to go for that mid lane. Look at her. She's going now and taking the jungle. She could even Dragon right now if they have enough vision on their opponents.
Rotations. This is crazy.
Yeah, she's starting Dragon. She actually will probably be able to take it down before opponents can get there. So her team, Destroyers, are just trying to buy time for her. She's able to get that Dragon furthering their gold lead. That's massive. Douglas heard the excitement. He came and he's licking my hand. He's very excited.
He's like, what's going on, human?
Yeah, I don't blame him. Lorien's ult not hitting anybody, so he's going to need to play nice and safe until he can get his ult back. Dextra's going in. Waits till she's low, pops the ultimate.
Yeah, she already popped it though, and she popped it when she's at a fourth of her health. So it could be really bad.
That is really bad,
wait,
yeah.
Never mind. Ren-chan.
Power dive. Look who's coming in. Kira's coming in. Kira's coming in hot. Oh my goodness. She's ready. Dextra has no ult.
Holy crap. Okay,
It's
now
huge. Teammy's here as well.
Pushing in. Q to win kind of separated. 2 of the players are down, but 3
yeah, look at that.
Players are down.
First kills for Wisp now. She's on the board. She's just been farming. She's ready to put that gold to use. Look at that. She's got her Bow of Slaughter, her Miramasa, her Slick Sling, her Savas Clankty, and her War Boots. So she's ready to go now. The Dragon at Slayer. They're actually starting to take Slayer here. Wisp coming in with her ultimate ability. That double kill was actually huge for Wisp. She needed it. She needed that kill. She needed to exert some dominance, let the opponents know that she's actually in this match. She was 0-1-1 before that, just kind of farming away, but she's ready to show what she's made of. She is ready to go in. We're getting a bit of lag here. So that is...
Just a bit.
What is that? I don't think the players are experiencing it.
No. I think it's just the camera that's experiencing it.
All right.
We do have Destroyers on Slayer. Look how close Q to win is to them though right now.
Oh, Dextra's coming in. Dextra wants it. Dextra has her ultimate. When does she use her ultimate?
Ends up getting it though.
Kira doing so well. Dextra used her ult.
Nightmare is so
it's down.
low.
Yep.
Can't she get out of there alive? And now
Dextra's running. Wisp is going to be able to clean her up for sure. Meanwhile, Kira, look at Kira chasing right now. That's crazy. Chasing the Mina.
Okay, wait, Yuna is so low now. Can she make it out alive? Lorian protecting her, body blocking her, acting as a tank right now.
Yenna's able to live. Nightmare's able to make it out. That's crazy. The Dextra able to run all the way. How do you escape from a Kira? So I think Kira was actually trying to fight the opponent's team and couldn't be able to chase the Dextra. So I would have just stuck on the Dextra. Honestly, this Dextra has been such a huge factor. 6-1-3, as you can see. All the team fights are kind of predicated by this Dextra.
Taking the huge gold lead, 5K ahead in gold.
Yeah, this is massive. The teamy's passive as well, really coming into effect too, helping further that gold lead for his team. He hasn't really been with Kira at all. So he hasn't been babysitting her as sometimes you see. He hasn't really needed to. She has been babysitting herself. Oh, he's initiating, going in.
Oh no, Yuna just jumped into
getting that stun.
3 people.
Lorien not hitting anybody with his ult. Yeah, so they actually missed some of their initiating skills.
They're split pushing.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even see the Yuna. That's huge. They have the Dragon up top. They have Yuna in the bottom.
Uh-oh. This could be really good for Destroyers. Destroyers is now pushing it on both lanes. How are they going to play this
That's
out?
good. Yeah, Yenna's not wanting to fight. She's just wanting to divide the team, which is good. Now they have the Dragon, the Slayer. He's attacking the base. He's getting some damage on that turret. Meanwhile, while they're focusing that, they're able to clear the jungle, get some more gold lead as they need to get. Yeah, that's phenomenal. Now Kira's going to the bottom lane.
Where's the camera? We need the fight on top.
Yeah, this fight's huge on top right now.
Where's the camera at?
They're chasing. Kira going in. She's going right into the core. Right into the core. Oh, she dies. They're just going. They're attacking the base. They're wanting to end it. They're wanting to end it right now. They got Teamy.
Popped her ultimate right there.
Teamy doesn't have his ultimate, unfortunately.
The levitation misses.
They get that bottom tower. This could be it, man. Getting that bottom tower is huge right now. That means super minions in the mid lane and the bottom lane. All they have to get is the top tower. If they get top tower, it could be it. Yenna going in, getting that huge hits on Violet. Violet goes down. Violet's dead.
Oh man, look at the Gina. She's popping off. Oh, we got the Wisp.
Ignis is here. Ignis is here. He's getting some stuns, but Lorien goes in. Lorien's pretty tanky, but Ignis, young 1v5. Oh, it's not enough.
Destroyers
Not
turn
enough.
this around.
Destroyers taking game 2? That's crazy. That's insane.
What?
Triple kill from the Wisp.
Are you kidding?
Oh my
What?
goodness.
What did we just
That's
watch?
insane. That is insane. I am just going crazy in my room right now. Phenomenal. We saw Wisp laying low the entire game until she got that double kill. And that's why I said she's going to come alive, and she did. Look at that triple kill at the end to end the game. That is crazy.
What did we just watch?
Unbelievable. The
Oh my
Kira
goodness.
playing those fights so well. Like, that's the macro showing these players are conquerors. They're the best of the best on both teams. Q2Win really doing what they could. That Dextra was playing so smart. I've never seen a Dextra play that way, and I have so much more appreciation for the characters. Really unfortunate they couldn't take that win. They played it very, very well, but unfortunately Destroyers played it even better, as you can see.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
So, okay, if we're gonna talk about plays right there,
Mm-hmm.
the Kira, just like
The Kira and so
oh
many
my
plays.
goodness,
That top lane
push
fight.
on the
When they were defending their top lane tower, Destroyers were defending their top lane tower, and Kira came like through the walls, like across the map. That's when Wisp got her double kill, was because of that Kira initiation. And I think that was bam, that was the explosion. From there, they just unstoppable, phenomenal. You can see the damage spread here. Lorien, he wasn't hitting the ults as much as he wanted, but that's the crazy thing about Lorien, his passive. He sends out those little balls of energy that create a big aura that damage opponents and heal him. He was doing that all the time. I saw it in kind of all the fights. He was poking opponents, getting them very low. Now Dextra has no answer to poke damage. Dextra is very good against burst damage and forcing fights away, ending fights, saying we don't want to fight right now, or I'm going to go all in, or whatever. She can't really answer Lorien that well in terms of all these skills outside of his ultimate. So even though Lorien wasn't really landing the ultimates as much, 30% of the damage. He got 7 assists, 1 kill, 1 death, 7 assists. Crazy. The whole team. Yenna as well pushing bottom at the end there, like you said. That was phenomenal. That was amazing. That was amazing. That was so good.
So, I can't even talk properly because of how good that game was.
Yeah, I know the feeling. My lips are a little numb right now.
My jaw is dropped.
Yeah. That was crazy. That was so good. If you're tuning in right now,
I'm gonna use the washroom. Give me a second.
If you're tuning in right now, let us know in the chat. My team is about to lose. Somebody said we haven't practiced in a long time. Oh no. Oh no, that's too bad. So we need to choose the results. Choose outcome. Who won? The Destroyers won that. So if you voted for the Destroyers, you're getting some good gold, but unfortunately nobody voted for the Destroyers. We're going to start a new prediction now. This prediction is going to be who will win game 3, who's going to the finals, who will be in the finals. This is one of these teams is going to be in the top 2, and the other team is going to be playing for the bronze medal match. So let me go ahead and set up this prediction here. I keep pressing the wrong button, and it just disappears.
I am back now, but
yeah.
Wow. Okay, so 1-1. So just like the way that the Destroyers turned that around. Now they're coming into game 3 with momentum.
Yeah.
So
that's
it'll
huge
be interesting to see how both teams end up playing. Will Destroyers keep up their aggressive streak, or will Q2Win be much tighter together, more careful, try to keep way more vision on the map this time around?
Yeah, you'll notice that Kira pick was huge. The only character like Nacroth and Kira are similar in that way, that they can really play macro oriented. So that is, I think, a huge component as to why they won. Q2Win, they play more of a style where they roam together and they force plays. So they force that bottom tower fight, right, where they drop the Slayer. They could have gone for Dragon, but they were actually pushing on Slayer on the bottom lane tower, dropping the Slayer Drake. So that's more of their style, whereas Destroyers actually surprising us, coming out with those macro plays. Kira pushing different lanes. It was crazy.
Everyone on their team all grouped up. Kira was off on her own doing her thing.
Who will win the series? This is the vote. You can vote for either Cute to win or the Destroyers. Now, you will win channel points. What can you use channel points for? You can use channel points for the dog. 10,000 channel points reward the dog with a treat. You can redeem it for poll suggestions. You can see all the rewards under the chat box. You can see your little channel points as they accumulate. You can actually bet channel points, and if you're right, you'll be winning more channel points. So actually, nobody guessed that Destroyers would win that. Who would you place your money on if you had to bet there, Tempest?
Oh man, I don't even know anymore.
I think it comes down to the draft. I think the draft, honestly, in MOBA games, the drafts are half of the game. You can win or lose a game based on the draft. So we'll have to see what gets drafted here. We got banned heroes that are already banned picks. Why is Tempest just a picture, Dark is asking. Well, Dark, when we had Tempest as a video, it messed up the entire sound for some reason. I don't know why.
Peter's mic, so yeah.
Yeah, it sounded very bad, everybody was telling me. Yeah, if I had to guess... Okay, Ligma Lily, DK Ligma is guessing on Cute to win. He thinks Cute to win is going to win. So make sure you put your money where your mouth is in the channel point bets. I actually can't bet because I have unlimited channel points. Alright, looks like actually 91% of the channel points right now are going to Destroyers. So if you haven't voted, make sure you vote on who you think will win. You're shaking my head. We could just remove the picture, Tempest. Or, sorry, Dark. But I think it's kind of fun having the picture. What do you think, Tempest? Do you want it gone? It's up to you.
I think it's perfectly fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay, cool. It's fine for you. It's fine for me.
So
I need some energy after that. I'm going to drink some water and hydrate.
That was it. Oh, man.
Wow, that game was crazy.
I couldn't even, like, talk properly for, like, the ending of that game because of how good it was.
That was phenomenal. Cute to win for the win, says DK Ligma Lily, as well as Conqueror. Playing in the tournament, right? Which team is Ligma on?
Pretty sure.
I don't think it's called Team Ligma. Let me see if I can find it. I have to type ! tournament, don't I? Notion. Alright, I'm at the Notion website. I'm looking at the teams right now. I'm trying to find out which team Ligma is from. Team Eclipse. Team Eclipse. It's Ligma here. For me, representing Team Eclipse. Good to see you, Ligma. Your team plays at 5 p.m., don't you? Or, well, the time. It's a time difference. It's a time difference, so it's going to be 5 p.m. my time, 7 p.m. Eastern time is when the next match is, I believe. Yeah, in like 40 minutes.
Okay, we're already into the next draft
40 minutes
now.
Draft. This is game 3, so we haven't seen many game 3s. Actually, the quarterfinals we cast on Wednesday did not have a game 3. These are those banned picks. Those are the heroes they cannot choose, as you can see there. They cannot choose those heroes this game.
Yeah, so what kind of play do you think we're going to see from Q to win? Because they came out of game 2 losing it. See some really impressive map plays, like map-based plays instead of, mechanical plays.
Sorry, who is that? You said... I kind of lost track of what you're saying there. I'm so distracted by these amazing graphics.
Who do you think... How do you think Q to win is going to try to play out this game now that they've lost one game?
So Q to win, I think they're going to look to how they won the first game. They roamed well. I think they're going to ban, if I had to guess, НАGlоryy. Or, I mean, НАGloryy's not a commonly picked character, but that type of character, somebody who has the ability to play the macro game like they did in that last match. That's going to be scary for Q to win. I feel like they feel confident in their team fighting ability. They chose Dextra, who's very good at kind of disengaging and whatnot. So they feel good about their team engages and such. That's how they won the first game. But the second game, they lost it, I think, mainly because of Kira, to be honest. Her ability to just push lanes and be everywhere was a lot. So I wonder if they're going to find a way to counter that, or they might play that way themselves. Pick Ignis. I would not be surprised. He's very strong, although he did just lose. Strong. He did just lose the last game. But actually that was crazy. That fight where Kira jumped on Ignis didn't kill him, but it got them the dragon. That was a huge fight.
That was great for destroyers.
That was really good. And there's not many mages that can take a gank like that and survive. It's actually pretty big that Ignis did survive. There's not many that can do it, especially that early in the game.
Like mages that don't have abilities, especially.
Yeah. Oh, we see Hayate being chosen. Now Hayate's been crazy this tournament. So usually just counter Hayate, you see Omen. So will destroyers do that? Will they counter Hayate with Omen, or do they have another plan as to how they're going to counter Hayate? They actually go with Butterfly.
Wait, can destroyers even go Omen? Didn't they play Omen in game 1?
You might be right. You may be correct. I can't keep track of these ban picks right now because this is the third game. There's actually so many characters that they can't choose. Who went Hayate? Yes, you're right. Yeah, because destroyers went Hayate game 1. Wait.
Oh,
no.
Like we might even see a Kira pick.
They could choose Omen. They could choose Omen because destroyers, because Omega and Omen were on the same team before. Yeah, so they were on. It was Cute to Win who went Omega and Omen to counter destroyers who had Hayate. Well, they're choosing Kira instead. I mean, that's the. I'm saying they'll choose like НАGlory or something. Forgetting that, of course, they could just choose Kira, who does the exact same thing. Tiger Titan's here. Hey, Tiger Titan. Who's that handsome guy on the right? That's Tempest. You've heard his voice for so long. Now you get to see his beautiful picture.
Yup, that's me.
It's good. It shows a good screen cap of you. Like it could have been a much worse picture.
Honestly.
And yeah, so we're gonna see Omen banned. They don't want Omen to be picked because Omen. I honestly would have drafted Omen before I drafted Butterfly, because knowing that your opponents could choose Kira or Hayate, any of those sorts of characters, Omen's a good counter to them. But they cannot choose Omen now. How do you counter somebody like Kira or Hayate? Well, you have Alistair or Aram, but Aram is not. Aram hasn't been chosen or banned once this entire tournament.
And especially if they have a Hayate on the enemy team, I would highly not think. I don't think we would see an Aram because Hayate really destroys Aram really badly.
Yeah, Aram would have to flicker an ult onto Hayate. That's very hard to do. He's Hayate. He's a ninja. He jumps everywhere. He's very hard to keep track of. Kira goes through walls, so you're very dependent on your cooldown for your flicker. 120 seconds you have to wait to use your flicker. Okay, so they're actually banning Chi. So Chi's a duelist. Chi can do well against Kira because Kira pops out of the wall. Guess where Chi wants the opponents? She wants him to be by a wall. Exactly. She just pops him up there, hits him with a few dumplings. Gets that health back. Malak is a excellent choice. Malak and Hayate synergize well together. Oh yeah, I guess they don't want Raz in the mid lane. So they're going to have to choose a Slayer laner who can handle Florentino, and a Slayer laner who is not Richter, who is not Omen, who is not Mina. I don't think they can choose Mina. Yeah, because both teams have chosen Mina.
Do you think they're going to support Malik? Because they already they locked Florentino and Malik.
Yes, and actually support Malik's very, very strong. It's very aggressive.
Very good.
Yeah, they're going for a very, very aggressive team. That's a good point that you just mentioned. Look how aggressive Cute to Win is right now. Destroyers has Omega, who's pretty good at disengaging. Ignis is also good at disengaging. They'll need somebody else to counter this aggression, I think. Who can counter this aggression? You know who I think can counter it very well? Rui is very good against aggressive teams. She drops her S2.
Rui has the ability to
get your team out of there instantly.
Out of there,
yeah, so she's very good at disengaging. Marja as well, but of course Ignis is an excellent pick. Ignis and Omega are the key characters on the Destroyer team right now. I'm really going to want to keep an eye on them to see.
And we do see Chognar as the final pick coming in from Cute to Win. Chognar very good because he'll be able to actually counter the Ignis and Zuka CC and even the Veal ult. So,
who won the draft?
I think Cute to Win won this draft.
Absolutely. I think there's no question in my mind that Cute to Win won the draft. 100%. I think if they had if Destroyers had chosen instead of Butterfly, if they were able to get that Omen pick, that'd be pretty helpful for them. It'd be scary for Kira. Like Kira would just have to become a lot more linear. She couldn't then split push as much as she wants to be. But as it is, she can. Like the Q to win team is super versatile. We're talking about how aggressive that team composition is. They don't necessarily have to be.
But they also have the Chognar, right? And the Chognar is able to disengage for them as well.
Exactly. That's what the Chognar changed that whole team dynamic. They're no longer full aggression. Very strong draft. We're gonna get this epic music now. Oh my goodness, I'm excited. Game 3, let's go. Let's get it in.
Ooh. Yeah. So. Yeah, we're probably gonna see like a whole new Q to win because I don't think we've ever seen them have a team comp.
No, this team comp is not something that you usually see them play. Now they like to fight as a team, they like to roam as a team, they like to play as a team, and they have chosen a busted composition. I mean, Hayate alone, he wants team fights. Chognar's gonna clear all that CC from the Ignis. They're gonna have a great time. So Destroyers has an uphill battle, I would say.
For sure, but this is definitely going to be a tough fight for them.
They won the last one, though.
All stages of the game as well.
They defied everything in the last game. Now, taking a lot of damage on Omega now. Yep. Nobody wants to take that much damage. Malak, my goodness, look at him go. Omega's not afraid. Just runs in. Now, Malak is so strong against Omega. Malak's so strong against any hero that has shields. Guess who counters them? Malak and Hayate. Those two deals the most true damage in the game. Nobody deals more true damage than those two characters. They're the characters that you want to see. We see a skirmish up here. I always love seeing the Slayer lane skirmishes. The 1v1.
Yeah, for sure.
Florentino against Zuka. The Panda against the Musketeer. Oh, Florentino is so brave. He's like, you know what? I'm just going to hop right in there and try to steal that buff. Actually, defend his buff. I just realized that's his jungle. I thought that was Destroyer's jungle. They're just living in there.
They have to cast in a row than usual.
Yeah, they just living in there so comfortably. Okay, Ignis here getting some big stuns on his opponents. That's huge. Malak's in very deep. Malak's gonna die. Yeah, that's a huge pick. That's first blood. So they traded their little lizard in the jungle and the red buff for Malak and first blood. So you can see they're identical on gold, but Malak's not on the map right now. That's actually a huge thing to consider.
It's huge.
Kira's in the bush. He's ready to get a jump on here. Leville, he gets his second skill, gives him a shield that protects him from the first enemy attack or ability. Best carry is going to recall. Yep. He needs to go back and get some health. Zuka's looking pretty good. Zuka's fresh in the top lane. Yeah, big dragon fight right here. Butterfly's not there. Butterfly's going to join the fight late, or she's going to push mid. She has to decide. What? That's insane. Ignis getting the steal on the dragon is so big for Destroyers. This is crazy right now. This could be an upset.
Destroyers might have lost the draft, but they are taking the early game by storm right now.
Yeah, they're making this look beautiful.
Now we have a huge tower dive.
Hayate having to ult out of that fight. Oh, but Chognar goes down.
Zuka doing tons of damage. Best carry is doing his thing. He's doing crazy knockups. And we have a pause.
Oh my goodness, this is a horrible time to have a pause. Look who's trying to run out right now. Is that Zuka? No, who's next to Zuka? It's hard to see. It's not Butterfly. It's Omega. Omega's about to die. I think he might die anyways. But no, he has his flicker. No, he doesn't have any. He doesn't have any summoner spells. He's dead for sure. We can look at him and we can I think agree that he's going to be gone regardless of the pause.
Be pretty gone here.
Yeah. Now the question is, will Zuka and Butterfly be able to make it out?
Pause, but they are the ones to resume. So, okay, Omega ends up falling.
Yeah, Omega does go down.
To a Malak cleave right there.
Yeah, Malak cleave so strong. Yeah, I was wondering. There we go. We can see it right now. Malak's 1/1/1. He's a support. He doesn't have a support item. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah,
I guess. Oh, Chognar has a support item.
Chognar, yeah, of course. What are we thinking? They got the Chognar. They obviously are gonna.
Yeah, no, very true. So, oh no, technical issue on Destroyers for the pause. So it was Destroyers who were having that issue. I think Omega was realizing his life was flashing before his eyes, and he just had to quickly pause the game and just say a few prayers before he left us.
All right, we are gonna have the nice Sentinel take going in. That is going to be a nice little chunk of gold. 4Q to win right there.
Yeah.
Gold
now,
is still pretty much identical.
Ignis gets shields. Remember we were talking about how great his shields are? Well, Malak and Hayate don't really care about those.
No, they don't really care about that.
The Hayate skin's looking pretty good. Okay, never mind. I thought it sounded like lasers, but it was actually the build. Now this is a big fight at the blue buff right now. Kira going in. She got the blue buff. Oh, playing so aggressively. So aggressively. Okay, Malik's getting poked a lot.
Of a skirmish here in mid as well. Ignis,
yeah.
just kind of poking out Malik.
Looked like he altered the wave there. Yeah, he definitely did. He altered the wave, wanted to clear it fast. Want to make sure it's clear. Now we see Malik and Ignis poking each other. Malik is level 4 and he has ultimate. Yeah, so he could always ult onto Ignis and that would be trouble for Ignis.
He might have a Malik ult in here. I could see it happening. Okay, no, they're just going to go. Q2win is just going to go for the
a little more conservative play. They don't want their opponents to flank them. Will the dragon be stolen again? No, not quite. We see the punish being used.
And now Destroyer taking a very risky thing here.
Good Hayate ult there.
Arctic Orb unable to save him though. A little bit of a waste. I honestly would have probably just sacrificed myself holding on to the Arctic Orb if I were that Ignis.
Yeah, look at Florentino carrying
1v5 situation.
What lane is Florentino in? I don't even know. He's just killing everybody.
He's just everywhere, dude. It doesn't matter. He's like, all these lanes are mine.
That was a beautiful team fight. That was, that's a team fight that they'll want to show their kids one day and be very proud of it. The Hayate ultimate doing so much poke damage. The Florentino getting lots of knockups with his skills. The Chagnar clearing CC. It was a sight to behold. And that's how Q2win's going to win. They're just going to take team fights and they're going to win them. So Destroyers needs to find a way to, I think, not take those team fights. Force fights that are favorable for them or split fights. 2v2s, 3v3s. Those fights are going to favor them a lot more than they'll favor Q2win. Q2win wants the whole team there.
The absolute aggression coming in from Q2win. They're pushing deep into the enemy jungle right now. And Butterfly forced to back off. She gets stuck behind a wall there for a little bit, but her team is there to back her up. They are able to get out of there, but unfortunately, she ends up losing the blue buff.
Here's Best Carry down here. Strolling down into the bush. He's hiding. He's ready. He's 4-0-4. He's ready to continue the streak. No, nobody came. He knew it, so he just went, and he's going to clear some minions in the bottom lane, get some gold for his team.
Potential? Uh-oh, bit of lag.
3k gold lead right now for Q2win. Oh, Laville! Wow!
Laville is absolutely insane, but Kira might be able to dive him here.
Kira's going in. Yeah, we got
catch up here.
A little bit of lag. Yeah, looks like she was successful.
Yep. Uh-oh.
Oh, Zuka's in the wall. Zuka's using Kira's ult right now. Goes invisible in the wall, able to make it out. That's pretty crazy. This is a lot of lag right now. Yeah.
Is Anihi's PC okay? Is their PC doing all right?
Yeah, he's streaming it multiple because he's streaming it to you to watch too, right? So it's a lot of streams happening. He's a busy guy. Busy guy.
Man.
Speaking of who else is busy, Florentino. He's hiding in the bush, taking a little bit of a break. I think he's wanting some opponents to come down to him. Chagnar is also busy. What a support. Clearing the CC, being with his team, getting vision. He's actually doing an excellent job getting vision for the team. Chagnar is a character who can do that because he can't get stunned, right? It's pretty crazy.
Scrimmage happening here in mid right now. And,
oh yeah, this is a big one.
Poke happening at Malik.
Yeah, they definitely want to
get
poke damage. Yeah, the poke damage is huge because that's gonna help them force favorable fights because the opponents are gonna want to go heal, right? When one of the opponents backs, that's when you go in. Oh, you see the Malik right there actually was backing. He got forced to stop backing. That's what the team wants to do. Now, Destroyer wants this fight. They want it very badly because Florentino's not there. Sure. Malik was already low going into it. It's huge, but Q2win able to dissuade them from fighting. Oh, no, not enough. Butterfly goes in. Malik ults and lives. That's huge. That was massive right there, being able to ult out and live. So, unfortunately, he had to use his ult to disengage, but he lived, and that's crazy. He's still on the map. He didn't give any gold for dying there yet.
Now, right now, Q2win has huge tower advantage right now, and bottom tower.
Yeah, 2-0-4 on Kira.
Destroyers are both gone.
Florentino and Kira both have a lot of gold. They're both playing very well.
Oh, huge
Kira,
coming
look
in
at that
right
flank.
Now. Kira is going in on the backline. Omega.
Yeah.
Forcing Q2win to back off.
Omega using that ultimate.
Wow, Best carry stealing a jungle creep right there.
Next time we get that pop up on the bottom, I want to know what support item Chagnar is running. I need to know. Yeah, it's because he gives that CC. Yeah, he gives that CC immunity with his ult and stuff, but he might even have gotten the CC cleanse item just for the times that his ultimate is down. I would not be surprised, but I'm curious because the Omega can really shift the fights. They got Slayer. I didn't actually realize Destroyers got Slayer.
Notice at all.
Must have been during that little bit of lag we had. Or when maybe they paused the game and killed Slayer while the game was paused. I don't know. That's not possible. I'm just kidding, by the way. Look at that cleave. Like, it doesn't... Omega had a shield up. Malik just doesn't care. It's so funny to me. Pyromania.
Great poke on who's it, Malik there.
Oh, butterfly going in.
Force him to back off.
Yeah, smart engages by this butterfly. The butterfly we saw earlier had very smart engages. Too often.
Teams are doing very intelligent engages. Yeah, as you were saying.
Too often with butterfly, you just want to go and you just want to go crazy. You see them a little bit low on health, you just want to go crazy. No, you have to be very particular about who you go in on. It's so funny to me how much true damage Hayate does. Ignis had a shield and his green health just disappeared. Yeah, that is a big split push.
Snuck by a tower.
They got a tower, which is huge. Florentino pushing the bottom lane in, but he won't be able to get a tower out of it. Actually, getting that top tower was really huge. That's the first tower for Team Destroyers.
Yeah, so this has been a very careful game on both sides for the most part. As I'm saying, careful.
Potential fight in the mid lane here.
Potential fight. No. Both just disengage. Both respecting the space. They know what they want. And both teams are actually looking like they want to be a little bit cautious until late game.
Yeah.
When they
Kratos goes down. We're seeing a Butterfly versus Kira right now, but Kira with her mobility is just so insane. Butterfly cannot go through walls together, which is very... it's just the way it is. You know, that's why Kira is so powerful.
As I was saying, we're probably just going to see a lot of like small skirmishes throughout the game.
Yes.
Until we hit late game to where both teams can start forcing fights.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Q2Win just wants fights. They want every team fight they can get for the whole game. They just want a lot of team fights. So Destroyers does not want those team fights. They want to force split fights. They want a 2v2, 3v2, whatever they can force in that way is what they want to have happen. So you see Florentino's actually not in the majority of these. Oh, that Malok cleave right there.
Omega with the ultimate. Do you see how nice Omega is with that ultimate, keeping Q2Win off of his team right now, and now hold off. Q2Win pushing in. The Malok going in for the tower dive, and now they're pushing in deep. Florentino doing tons of damage. Leveal forced to back off, and now Zuka is falling super low. Oh, we got Butterfly going in. Malok does end up falling, and now Florentino is forced to back out. Oh, we got 2 stacks on Butterfly.
Yeah, Butterfly
she is able to
started
get
going
some
in.
Damage there.
Wow, that was a crazy fight right there. Izuka gets a big shield, but it doesn't matter against Malok and Hayate. Their true damage. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. So that was a good fight. You saw Levil's ultimate came in, got a stun. Chognar immediately cleansed it. So those team fights are difficult now. Florentino wasn't quite at that fight. I don't believe he was able to join later, but it was a good fight for Q2Win. They're very happy about it. Those are the fights they want. They just want big team fights. Give them a group of opponents. They'll win those fights pretty much every time. Butterfly came late to the party. Oh, she's not late to this one, going on to Hayate. Ooh, that's huge. Yeah.
Omega coming in for the support is unable to save the Butterfly. What's the rest of the team gonna do? Zuka is gonna clear the blue buff. Oh,
there's a big kill right there. Zuka.
Taking a kill right there.
Oh, I want to see the scores again in the bottom. I want to see that support item. It flashed. Okay, Zuka can jump in there, get a knock up if he can, but Chognar's there. Yeah, that Florentino actually is so scary. The Florentino and Chognar, that combination. What do you even do?
Bottom. Zuka is gonna go in on him.
Yeah, they're just
probably
pushing him.
Unable to kill him, but he's just gonna wave.
Yeah, clear the wave.
This is a really bad,
they actually saved both towers
for Destroyers right now because they have so many players down. Bit of lag.
Yeah, and they're not able to go for the Slayer or the Drake. They don't know which one their opponents are on. They have to guess which one their opponents are on, and it looks like they're guessing Slayer, pushing up this way towards the Slayer to see what's happening. Now they don't have vision on it. Is Florentino going to start it, or is it going to go in on Butterfly? Yeah, they're just clearing the waves here. They're just making sure their opponents have no vision on the map. Your minions are a huge source of vision. Kira just going for the Drake. This is what we saw Kira do in the last game on the opponent's team. Oh, it's a huge fight there by Zuka.
In, but Malik is able to pop the ultimate, he gets his passive proc. Omega forced to pop the ultimate. Forcing. Oh, Butterfly going on Florentino. Florentino is able to get out.
Wow, Florentino can just dash around. Flowers everywhere. Like, Kira is not even anywhere near this fight. She doesn't care. She's farming. Now she's joining.
Oh,
and she's just going to clean it up.
Ends up falling to Nightmare, getting a very clean kill on Zuka.
Nightmare plays so well.
The Destroyers go for the Slayer. That could be huge for them depending on how they use the buff and the Drake.
Yeah, so they're losing players, but they're actually getting objectives. If you look, they've gotten 2 Slayers so far. Only 1 Dragon, but 2 Slayers. Their opponents haven't gotten a single Slayer. That was huge.
That's actually really big because it inhibits Q2Win's ability to get an effective split push going.
Exactly. It also inhibits their ability.
Is so centered around the team fight.
Yeah, it inhibits Q2Win's ability to take the Slayer as well, which is the biggest reason I think you take the Drake there. Oh, Chognar trying to get some vision, but this is what I'm talking about. He's doing an excellent job of getting vision. It's fantastic, and Chognar's the type of support that can do that because he's not going to get stuck. He's not going to get crowd control. He can just run out there. He uses S1, gets crowd control immunity, runs away. He doesn't even need to use his ult.
Alright, both teams kind of just like waiting on something, waiting to see who's gonna. They're probably baiting the Drake or the ultimates right now.
Yeah.
Looks like Q2Win is gonna wait for Dragon potentially.
Yeah, so they dropped the Drake bottom.
The Dragon for a long time.
No, I doubt that Drake's gonna make it to the tower unless they force a fight somewhere. They need to do something. They need to drop the Dragon and then do something. Are they going to escort the Dragon? Are they going to force a fight elsewhere?
No, they're not. They're just gonna do their own thing. Are they gonna push mid instead?
Yeah.
They're losing a pretty big.
Yeah. So right now, here's the issue. Here's the issue for Team Destroyers, and we can see this because we're casters. They are instantly deleted. They're taking a bad. Like they don't want to take big team fights. So why are they all together as a team? You know what I mean?
Okay, we have a
big ult from Laville onto Malok. Yeah, immediately cleansed though by the Chognar ult. Big.
How long does that stun last for though?
Looks like vision item from Chognar is what we got. So that's good to see. Yeah, vision item. Good. He's really focusing on that vision, which is really great for him to do. It's very important for support to do that. Meanwhile, we have the Omega. I didn't get to see the Omega support item. Might be vision as well. Might be crowd control, immunity. Hard to say. Alright, we see the blue Drake is not there, but Q2Win is there. Are they going to set up in bushes? Looks like they might be. No, they got spotted.
Kira,
they did get spotted.
Isn't able to get it. But remember, Kira now has the Dark Blessing, which means she can survive a single fatal attack. So it could be huge for a final team fight that might break out here. This fight could. Oh, we got the cleanse from
huge team fight, and Q2Win is favored in
the
this.
backline. Butterfly wants to go in, but she is unable to as her whole team gets absolutely melted by the Kira. And now Ignis for the he's gonna get collapsed on, is unable to survive it.
Yeah.
Zuka, the only one left alive, left to defend.
Look at that Hayate's health right now. Wow. Barely made it out.
So they might go for it, or they're probably gonna try to just finish it here.
I don't think they can finish it. What's the time? Oh, they could actually. Look at the timers. Yeah, 25 seconds.
Yeah,
Zuka doing some good work.
They have this.
Not enough.
That's GG for Q2Win. Q2Win gonna take both towers, and that is looking like it's gonna be GG WP for Q2Win over Destroyers.
Oh, wow. Q2Win won the game. Good job, Q2Win. Wow. What a crazy game. This series was intense. It was a back and forth. Yeah, just the draft. Like we said, I think Q2Win won the draft, and they just went on to prove it. They took a team fight composition, and they took team fights. Destroyers tried to defend. Destroyers knew there was a team fight imminent. They knew there was a team fight, and they said, we're going to stick by the turret. We're going to stick by the turret, and we'll try to take this team fight. And they just lost. They got annihilated. It's crazy. Kendrick played super well, the Hayate jumping out. It's great. But guys, don't go anywhere. In 14 minutes, we have the next game. 14 minutes, we have the next game. So
we're not going to be casting it, though.
We're not casting it, though. No, I've been streaming 7 hours and 40, almost 8 hours I've been streaming. So I am going to be going to a take you. I'm going to raid. That's what I'm going to take you guys to the where the next stream is. So don't go anywhere. Let's talk about these MVPs now. Who is Kylie doing a lot of damage? He fought against that Hayate and he won. Do you remember that moment? That was a high moment.
I definitely saw that.
Yeah, and he did
honestly, the
1% more.
For me,
0.1% more damage than that.
Yeah, true. No, but I'd say the MVP for me would be Grunt, the Chognar. The amount of cleansing and the amount of vision he was giving to his team. Like, honestly.
That vision was super clutch, yeah, multiple times. Scouted a bush, found the opponents hiding in it. 3 opponents. Oh, it just runs away, because that's what Chognar can do. Really cool. And we'll see the quick buy here. We did see the cleansing item came out of Omega, which is going to be helpful against Malok's knockup and his slowing. And we actually do see the cleansing item on Chognar. I was wondering. It was hard to see. I thought it might have been the vision item. No, and that's what I was saying. I was wondering, do you get the cleansing item for your Chognar because you only have your ultimate every 30 or so seconds? Well, now you can
it's like a
cleanse everything.
Plan, I believe.
Yeah, and now cleanse is super important against Ignis. It's against Leville. So anytime Leville landed an ultimate, Chognar cleansed it. Anytime Ignis is popping off, throwing all these spells, locking you down, Chognar cleanses it. You know, it's just super powerful, especially against Omega too. So yeah, definitely, I agree, 100%. Chognar MVP for that game for me as well. Of course, Florentino played phenomenally.
Yes.
Got the MVP award. What is 7-0 and 5? That's crazy. Kira as well, tons of gold, tons of kills. Amazing. So yeah, I think it was an issue of here they won the draft and then they were able to execute what their draft sought out to do. Yeah, guys, don't go anywhere. We have a raid now. I'm going to just make sure Quinstar is live.
Yep, Quinstar and Josiah are going to be the casters for the next game. So hope you guys stick around for that. Please give those two your support as well, as much as you support us.
Absolutely. Now they're not live yet. So, Anihi, if you're out there, can you join the chat? Tell us what's going on. Hey, Anihi. So, Quinstar's not live. So, I was going to raid.
Yep.
So, game's in 10 minutes, right?
He's not live just yet.
Okay.
We're setting it up.
Excellent.
Still a couple of things we got to do. So
sure. As soon as it's live, I'll raid him.
Just yet.
Yeah.
But let me get that up. One sec. I'm gonna start it right now.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, once that stream is live, then I can take all of you guys there for the next semifinals match. If you enjoyed this match, you guys are going to enjoy this next one. We got two phenomenal teams. Let me tell you about them. Right now, it's going to be Eclipse.
It was a really nice game this time. Wow. Really, GG to CTW, but also DES really pulled up a really nice fight, in my opinion. Really good.
That was so entertaining. Yeah, so now we have Do It for Sea Bunny versus Eclipse. Oh, the VOD back. Yeah, I think we got super hyped, especially in that second match. I think it went really well.
Oh my goodness. I got super hyped in the second match. It's just like incoherent speech.
So if you guys liked that last match, you guys are going to love this next one, the next semifinals match. Team Eclipse versus Do It for Sea Bunny. I think both of these teams are all Conquerors. I think it's like 5v5 Conquerors. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I have no idea who's going to win. It's going to be super hype.
I'm rooting for Do It for Sea Bunny because I know some of those players on that team.
Yeah. But I recommend not making popcorn because you'll probably choke. You're going to be so excited. Have some Cheerios or something. Apparently those are good. They have a hole in them, so if you choke on one because you're screaming and losing your mind, you're less likely to die. That's what they tell parents anyways.
Lifesavers.
Yeah, lifesavers. Go get some instead of popcorn. Fat Boy says time to go. Guys, don't go anywhere. We're rating Quinstar right away once this stream is live, and you guys will get to see the next semifinals match in 9 minutes. It's coming up quick. I'm going to eat dinner, and then I'm probably going to tune in.
Yeah, same. I'm probably going to eat dinner as well and tune in.
Yeah, I can't tune in the whole time, but I'm going to definitely try to catch some of it. You guys should definitely try to as well. Oh, I need to do the predictions. So if you bet channel points, let's make sure you get those. Let's make sure you get your channel points, my friends.
I always lose channel points on these petitions, so that's what happened.
Cute to win. Won the series. Complete prediction. All right, there you go. Cute to win is the winners. Congratulations to everybody who bet successfully and won some channel points. So is this royalty-free music?
Are we getting a lot of echo? Is it just me?
I'm getting no echo.
What?
No echo for me.
Am I getting echo?
I'm not getting echo.
Okay, good. This is random stuff then. All right, I'm gonna go set it up for the next game. The stream should be live.
Okay.
And
yeah. Let me check.
You guys can get people to my channel too, and then I'll direct them again very soon.
Oh, can we get a quick shout out for Anihi? Because he the man behind this doing all the work on all these amazing graphics, as Chewy is pointing out here in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good job, Anihi.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, but if we end up getting some nice support for this and getting AoV back to where it formerly is, then
absolutely,
it's all gonna be great.
It's a really good game to play. I'm on the wrong Quinstar. What do I type to find this channel there, Anihi? Do you want to?
I can't really hear Peter.
Post the link. Can you post the link to the stream?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, thank you.
Are you sure we're not getting feedback? No echo in stream. Okay.
No, I'm not getting anything. It sounds fine. I listened in on the stream as well. We're not getting any echo.
If you guys go ahead and go to Quinstar.
So I've typed it wrong or something. Can you post the? Is it in Discord now?
I can link it. I can link it.
Oh, okay. Thanks
you.
a lot. I think it's this one. Okay.
I don't see it. Where's it at? All right, guys. As soon as I have the link, as soon as I know which stream we're rating, I will bring you guys there.
Yeah, I'm on Quinn's channel right now. It's that one that I just posted in
Where did you post it?
I posted it in your Twitch chat.
Okay, good to know. I was on Discord. So I must have been in the wrong channel. Oh, look at Krizix there. He's looking cute. Eating something. Why does he have such a loud sound effect?
I know. I was like listening to the thing, and then I heard Chew, and I'm like, oh, is it Anihi an apple or something? No, it's Krizix eating. It's so loud.
Eating a
crunching on his berries.
Crispy berry. All right, nice. I found Quinstar's channel, guys. We're gonna rate it. We're gonna get on over there, and you guys can watch the next semifinals match. Oh, by the way, we haven't had a sub all day. Douglas has not had a Dentabone. If anyone's interested, feel free. You can gift a sub. You can subscribe yourself just to say you like what you see, and the dog will get a Dentabone before we go. But if not, that's totally fine. Cool. Totally too fine. I can't even speak. It's totally fine as well. But just want to let you know. So sometimes people really like giving that first subscription of the stream to gift that Dentabone. All right, I think we got everybody. We got 17 viewers. Are you guys excited? Ready for the next semifinals match? Team Eclipse against Do It for C Bunny. This is going to be a hype match. Who's going to be in the finals? Who's going to be against Cute to win in the finals? Who is it going to be? Team Eclipse or Do It for C Bunny? I don't know. I'm excited to find out. Hopefully you guys are too. Thank you so much. My name is Thepeterpot. I've been joined by TempestTries, who you can see his picture here. Thanks for co-casting with us here. Tempest will be back next. I'm back Wednesday night. Of course, I stream. Actually, Monday morning is the next stream. Motivational Monday, 6:30 a.m. And then I'm back Wednesday night. And then next Saturday is the finals match. It's going to be good. Best of 5. And if you're wanting to join the Discord, there's the Discord link.